Hey guys, Job here with History and Reviews. Today we are looking at, you saw it earlier on a previous review, really short review. Today we're actually looking at it in person, for real this time. The Graflex CE Ultrasabers Diamond Controller Premium Saber. So I'm not going to tell you how much this cost. You can go down below in the description and find out all the specs and everything. But this is based off the Graflex, which was Anakin's saber in Episode 3, then Luke's in Episode 4 and 5, and then Rey's in 7 and 8. So I bought this on the Ultrasabers website. You can get this either with the hilt, you can get this just with the blade, or you can get it with sound, and then you can get it with premium sound, color, and then you can get it with the diamond controller, which has just a lot of color fonts, and how the color actually works is it's basically a disc that spins around and has like a filter over the this clear sort of screen film, and then it shines through, which is pretty cool. And then you can add any font you want. Now, you have to, if you want to hook this up to your computer, you can get a micro USB, plug it in your computer. You can actually edit the sounds, the color. So if you have a micro USB, you can hook it up to a Mac, you can hook it up to a big computer, a laptop, and you can edit your saber and actually make it your own. I haven't done that yet, but yeah, so basically this is what I did, is how you order it and basically customize it is you can choose the color of this, the front button, and what the real Graflex look like. It has a silver or chrome glass eye. I don't know why I said black. And I chose it to be chrome. Then on the back, you have the red, that's where the button on the real Graflex in Star Wars is red, so it's red right there. Then you have the bunny ears, and on the real Graflex, this black part is actually see-through, and you can actually see the blade going through it, like right here, this little black part, if it was a real Graflex. And we have the T-grips on the bottom, which are held in place by, I don't know if it's glued, but probably slid in very firmly. Then we have the activation button. So this is a 32-inch blade, and I'll walk you through on how to do this. So press the button. It's very loud. Press it again for lockup. Then you hit it. What I chose was, there's a flash on clash option, which is when you hit it, it basically chooses, whatever you choose is the flash on clash. So I chose silver or white, so when you hit it, it flashes white. You can have it flash whatever color you want. But, yeah, so to change the color and or sound font, you hold the button, and then you jab. You jab forward, so Episode 5. That was the Episode 5 sound font, Empire Strikes Back. To change the sound font, just simply rotate. Episode 4. Here's Episode 4, A New Hope. And obviously you're not going to hear the activation sound at first, so if you want to hear the activation sound, just close it and then activate it again. Lock up on this font. Certain moves have different sounds, so jabs have sounds. Again, lock up. Let's change it to a different. Episode 4. Episode 5. We already did that? Episode 4. Episode 2. Attack of the Clones, which is set to a blue. Lock up. Episode 2. Episode 1. So Episode 1, Phantom Menace. You can hear some of Darth Maul's clashes in this. Very sensitive swings. That was Darth Maul swing. So, very cool. That was episode 1. Ancient Saber, which is really creepy. Here's the activation sound. That's deactivation. Takes a while because it's an old saber. Activation. That was ancient. Now this is Sith. They didn't say this was the Sith sound font, but you can tell. This is by far one of the brightest colors. This is Darth Vader's activation, the real iconic hiss. Jab was his blaster. Black Star, which I believe is from the cartoon Clone Wars or Rebels, I'm not sure. I think it's the Black Saber. Lock up. Jab. And activation. So this is Obsidian. What Obsidian is it's basically the customer's choice of the color they want, and that's really it. There happens to be on 2 sound fonts, both this color. So on episode 4, this is the Cyan, which looks a little green on camera. It is mostly green and blue. It's one of my favorite colors. Popular in A New Hope when Luke first activated it. So, lock up. It's crazy bright. Jab. Which, if you hear that jab, is when Luke's fighting Vader in the carbonite chamber. I believe when you see Luke jump up on the rafters. And Vader says impressive, and then he swipes at him. Swing. Clash. So this is silent. What silent is basically if you want to edit and change the color scheme on an editor, like actually change the color on a video, you know, the tint and whatnot to, you know, it has lockup, which is, if you have epilepsy, I highly suggest looking away. Jab, again, has all the nice details of what the actual saber came with, but silent. Now, I will be editing this saber in the saber custom shop on the computer whenever. You can download that editor for free and customize your saber, add your own sound fonts, color combine to add even more colors, which is cool. So, this is episode 6. This is green. This, if you saw our Phantom Initiate, this is the color of the exact color of it, which is just beautiful, and it has lockup. Again, very strong lockup on this. Flash, swings. Certain rotations of the blade, you can come up with like different sounds. So if you act like you're blocking, you may hear blaster. If you heard that blaster in there. Very unique how they do this. Episode 5. Again, episode 5, here's our Mace Windu purple. It's more violet than it is purple. Lock up. And that's basically it for the color scheme. Again, you can add, there are 13 total slots in this that you can add to add your own fonts, your own color. So if you wanted a Kylo Ren to activate first, since his activates twice, you could do the first activation, maybe make it green, and then when it activates second time, it'll like pulse to red, which is really cool. Overall, I highly recommend this. And there's one more thing I gotta show you, and it's taking out the blade to show you the hilt and how bright that can be. I've taken the plug out, the blade out, and as you can see, it's reflecting off the ceiling. And I will warn you, never stare into the light, it will hurt your eyes. So let's go ahead and change the colors. Let's take episode 2. So let's find the Sith. I'll show you how bright that is. So yeah, I mean, that's basically it about the saber. And I also bought a blade plug, which if you don't know what that is, this little plug that will greatly reduce the effect of the LED, and it serves to protect the LED. I'm Job. Someone just shot a blaster at me with history and reviews, and this has been the Ultrasabers CE Diamond Controller Emerald Sound Font Saber. That was a mouthful.